Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
There's 6 cats. Where's number 7? Who are we missing? There we go. We're missing Ziggy. Okay. 7 cats on a platter.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
It's almost 7 a.m. I'm just about to get up and I thought I would check on the kittens. Look at what's going on here. Do you see them? They're all on top of the shelf looking out the windows. And then one of them is on the cat tower. So there's 6 on the shelf and 1 on the cat tower. I don't know what they're watching, but I'm guessing it's like birds and squirrels. That's what they're watching. A squirrel. Hello everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Sammy. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Richard. How you guys doing? Hey, Nancy. You gonna rub up on me? So, it's about 9:10 a.m. I'm running a little bit late today. Hey, Nancy. And the other cats are eating their breakfast. So now I have to come in here and clean this room. Right, Eva? I already had my breakfast. So that is already done. How you doing, Sammy? There's a lot of noise in this room overnight. I don't know what they were doing. And then this morning they were all watching a squirrel, which was cute. I want to put a bird seed out. How you doing, Sammy? Are you hungry? You want breakfast? You want some breakfast, Sammy? I think they've enjoyed this new toy, although it looks like they pulled a feather out and they pulled another feather out. And then this is one of the balls that I haven't seen in a while. How you doing, Nancy? You want some pets? So I was thinking maybe I'll take the cushions out of these shelves because they don't really use the ones that have the cushions in them. They like the flat ones, so that, the one on the left on the bottom, they use that one, there's nothing in it. And then this one I've seen them use and that just has like a blanket in it. So I'm thinking of just testing it out, like what happens if I take the cushions out, will they use them more? Look at this, Nancy has 2 of the balls now. Where'd you get the other one, Nancy? Hey Richard, good morning. Do you guys sleep at all? Did you get any sleep? Do you guys ever sleep? Okay, let's clean up the room and then we can have breakfast, okay? Richard's drinking water, so I want to wait until he's done drinking. I think turning the camera on disturbed him. Drink your water, Richard. Uh-oh. It looks like he might have a hairball. Is he gonna cough up a hairball? You feeling okay, Richard? Sammy's making sure he's okay. You okay? I should also mention that it does not smell bad in this room at all. It smells really good, as a matter of fact. So the air purifier is definitely working. Who's on the other side, Richard? Is that Boo? Is that Boo? Who's there, Richard? You want to see? Let's see if someone's on the other side. Is anybody there? Nobody there. There's nobody. Nobody. So I was going to show you Sammy and how every day when I put all the toys on the day sofa, then she gets really interested in this cat track again. But look. Look what's going on in the corner here. You see that? That's the security camera. I don't know when that happened. It must have been this morning, because this morning it was fine and I was looking through it at what was going on in the room, and then now it's back down here. Sammy, you got to stay off the shelf. It is 9:45 a.m. and for breakfast today the cats are going to have another big platter of food. This is 4 cans of food on it, different types of fish. They can pick and choose what they want, and it also have some crunchies on top. How you guys doing? Good? Okay, we're going to eat. Is everybody going to eat today? Goldie's out today. Oh, and yesterday I watched the security camera footage to find out who knocked down the shelf. It was Nancy. Nancy did it. Okay, guys, ready? There's your breakfast. There's 6 cats. Where's number 7? Who are we missing? There we go. We're missing Ziggy. Okay. 7 cats on a platter. I have the air purifier on high right now, so that's the noise in the background. So this platter seems to be working really well. I'm not happy with the fact that it is a plastic platter, but since they eat off of it without any issues, I'm maybe gonna look to see if I could find like a stainless steel platter to use. If I use a ceramic platter, it's going to be super, super heavy. So I think I'd rather go with stainless steel. The other option I wanted to look into is maybe getting a party platter with 7 outer like little compartments. So the Dollar Tree has a large party platter, but it only has 6 outer compartments. And when Stella, Splash, Simba, and Boo lived outside, I used to feed them on a party platter, but that one was a smaller one and it had 4 compartments. It was like perfect for them. So look, I mean, if I could find a party platter with 7 outside little compartments, that would be perfect for these cats. Also, I noticed that they're eating around the edge, obviously, and then there's a bunch of food left in the middle. I should bring a spoon in or something and then push all the food out to the sides. But they can manage. It is 6:21 p.m. and the cats are going to have some dinner, so it's fish day. They're having the wellness food for kittens, and I think this is whitefish and tuna. It's a fish-based food. Where's everybody? Is everyone going to eat? It's a little cold in here. I'm going to shut the window. The window's open a little bit less than 1 inch, but it's really cold. It's going to get really cold tonight. They're eating on the paper platters. That's their platter from breakfast. They pretty much licked it clean. But it was a super, super busy day today, and I haven't had a chance to do anything with it yet. So, they're all eating. They're all happy. I'll be back in a little while. It is 10:30 p.m. Hey, Sammy. She's rubbing up on me. Hey, Sammy. There's Richard. And Nancy. Hey, Nancy. You gonna let me pet you? Nancy likes pets. She's nervous getting them. Once I start petting her, then she likes it. There's little Eva, and there's Ziggy, and there's Goldie on the cat tower. Let me tell you what happened. So today I had to get my greenhouse ready for the winter, and what I have to do is I have to wrap the entire thing in plastic. So it gives it a little bit more insulation for the winter because it's a really thin greenhouse and it's not really meant to stay warm in the winter. But I have found that if I wrap it in plastic and put some like old-fashioned Christmas lights in it and even a small heater in the winter, then I can keep my plants in it all winter and they're not going to die. So I needed to do it today because tonight it's supposed to get down to like 22 degrees. So what happened was I ran out of duct tape because that's how I attach all the plastic. I put it on with duct tape. So I had to go to Lowe's and get more duct tape. And when I went to Lowe's, they had all of their Christmas decorations on display and all the Christmas trees and everything like that. So I just started looking around because, you know, it was right there when you walk in. It looked really festive, and so that's what I did. And that's when I started thinking, I was like, well, you know, I'm probably going to still have these cats in the house, you know, come Christmas time. So for the past several years, I've been putting my Christmas tree up the day after Thanksgiving because I normally get a real Christmas tree, and I found that the earlier I get it and the quicker I get it into water, the better it stays. And if I wait longer to get a tree, then it doesn't last as long throughout the season because it tends to get, you know, dried out. It's been sitting around in, you know, wherever they sell the Christmas tree. So that's what I normally do. But then I was thinking, well, that would be a week from today. That means a week from today, I would normally go and get a Christmas tree and put it up. So none of my cats have issues with a live Christmas tree. They love having it and they love laying under it. And I really like having a live tree because it smells really good and it's just really festive for the season. But what I realized today was that if I want to let these cats out of this room, you know, between now and Christmas, and if I have a real tree, chances are really good they're going to climb the tree. At least one of them. I mean, there's 7 kittens. And chances are really good they're going to knock the tree over. Even if I have this stand that is supposed to keep it standing, chances are good it's going to get knocked over. Chances are good it's going to be climbed. And chances are also good that they might drink the water because I normally keep the tree in water. Like, it's the kind of tree stand that you fill with water. And it's definitely not good if animals drink the water that the tree's standing in. So when I was realizing that, I was like, you know what, maybe I should just get an artificial tree this year and, you know, just deal with it. Just have an artificial tree. If they knock it over, it's going to be lighter than a real tree because a real tree can be kind of heavy. So what happened was earlier this evening, I was looking online and I was like, okay, let me see, you know, what different retailers have as far as Christmas tree selections. And I was looking at the Michaels website, and they had what looked like a nice tree at a good price. So I decided to go there before they get sold out and see what they have. Well, when I got there, it ended up that their Black Friday sales were starting today. And I've noticed that quite a few of the local retailers are starting their Black Friday sales today instead of actually waiting until Black Friday. And right now it's a week before Black Friday. Sammy, what are you doing? First of all, Sammy, you have something on your nose. And why are you doing that to the sides of the Litter box, Sammy. Sammy! So basically what happened was I ended up going to Michael's, and when I got there, the tree that I saw online did not look as nice in person as it did online, but I saw that they had a Black Friday deal that looked really, really good. So I ended up getting a 7.5-foot Christmas tree at a very, very good price. I think the tree will look really nice once I get it set up and, you know, all the branches get spread out. It's also pre-lit and it has all white lights, which is nice. Of course, if I want to add the colored lights that I usually add, I could always add that. Sammy, what are you doing? And the other thing that made me decide on an artificial tree this year is the fact that they are less work than a real tree. I don't have to deal with watering an artificial tree. I don't have to deal with vacuuming up any needles that fall off of it. And I think just overall it'll be less work for me, and I have enough work with these kittens right now. So that's how I spent a good part of my evening. I was in that store for almost an hour by the time I selected the tree, looked around the store, and they had to bring it up from the back, and the first one that they brought up, like, the box was damaged. So I was like, can I get one, you know, that has a not damaged box? So they had to bring another one up, and then while I was there, I was like, let me see if I could get some more Christmas shopping done. So I went to a few other stores, and before you knew it, it was almost 10 o'clock. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go home and eat something because I hadn't had dinner. And now I'm gonna scoop the litter in this room and give everyone a snack, maybe have some playtime. The other cats already got their crunchies. I can't believe Sammy is just scratching that litter box. Sammy, what are you doing? I don't know what she's doing. At least Ringo's normal when he uses a litter box. Good job, Ringo. Look at Richard, looks so tired. Alright. I gotta get these litter boxes scooped. So, it's almost 11 p.m. And I guess the cats are hungry, so I'm gonna give them a snack. There is 1 can of food. This is the Wholehearted turkey pate. Again, I'm just using up old cans of cat food that I've had. I mean, they have not reached their expiration date. It's just I bought them a while ago. And there's some crunchies on top, and I did mix some water into the canned food. Everyone's hungry? You guys had 2 meals already today. You had dinner not too long ago. Hey Richard, hey Ringo, hey little Eva, Ziggy, and there's Goldie. Nancy, be nice. And there's Sammy. So another thing that I did this evening was I bought the cats one of these cardboard cat scratchers. I don't know if they're going to use it, but I was in Five Below and they have the best prices on these. This was $4.50, and that's the cheapest I've ever seen these. And this is a really nice size also. Sometimes I'll see these for like $8 or $9 and they won't be as wide. So this is a good size for them. This is 18.5 inches by 10 inches. And it does come with a little bit of catnip. I'm not going to put the catnip on this, but I will just put this on the floor so they could use this if they want to. Goldie, why are you not eating any snack? What's going on in there, Boo? You want me to open the door? You want me to open the door so you could see? You want to take a look?
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
Hello. What's going on in here, guys? What's going on in here? Hey, Richard. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Nancy. So it is 10:15 a.m. I think this is probably the latest it's ever been that I've gotten around to the cats in the morning. So I slept in a little bit, and then I've had nothing but phone calls and distractions all morning. I think as we get closer to the holiday season, things are getting crazier and more hectic. So let me tell you what happened in here last night. So it was late and I wanted to play with the cats, but I also wanted to get some sleep. So what I did was I got ready for bed, and then I lay down here on the day sofa. I took the other towels off. They're actually on the floor behind me. And then I just threw some clean towels on here, and I grabbed some blankets, and I laid down here. And as I was trying to sleep, I was also playing with wand toys, and the cats really enjoyed it. And that probably went on for, I don't know, 20-30 minutes. I eventually did fall asleep, and then I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and they were still, you know, playing in the room and wandering around the room. They were having a good time. So what happened was, then I tried to play with the wand toys a little bit more, but they weren't that interested in it. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pick up and go to bed. So then I left this room. Also, every time someone used a litter box, it was like kind of loud, and I couldn't fall back asleep because then they were using litter boxes. So, Sammy, what are you doing? What are you doing in there, Sammy? So right now the other cats are eating their breakfast, and I'm in here to clean up the room, scoop out the litter, and then everyone in here will get breakfast also. So hopefully in about 20-25 minutes, maybe by 10:45, they'll all have their breakfast. So that's what's gonna happen. Also, I should point out, look what they did to the curtains. So there should not be curtains here in the middle. These curtains should probably be over here, so I don't know why they pulled them over there. I just opened the window a little bit to get some air in here, and it's really cold out. It's around, I think it's around 28 degrees right now. Like, it's really cold. Maybe 30 degrees. We had a really, really cold night, so. But this room gets really warm during the day because of the sun, and the cold air actually feels good right now because this room is quite warm. Look at this mess, but the cats had a really good time. I was watching them on the security camera footage, and they really enjoyed themselves. I should also mention that they really enjoyed this cardboard scratcher. They knew exactly what to do with it. I did not put any catnip on it at all. Sammy used it a lot yesterday. Richard used it a lot yesterday, and look, they're chewing the edges. This was money well spent because they definitely used it. They definitely enjoyed it, and you know, it was only $4.50. And there goes Sammy. Every time I put this toy on the day sofa, she has to jump on the day sofa and play with the toy. It was full of cat litter, so I don't know what they're doing with this cat litter. I don't know if they're chasing each other around, like with the cat litter. Last night it was like someone was using the cat litter, I don't know who because the room was dark, and someone else kind of like scared them, and then they went jumping out of the litter, so I think that's what's been happening. It is 10:48 a.m. I'm just about to feed the cats. The room is cleaned. There's still toys on the day sofa, but other than that, the litter has been scooped, the floor has been swept, the carpet has been vacuumed, the water bowl has been refreshed. Be careful, Nancy. And I'm hoping later today, when it gets a little warmer out, I can actually take the litter boxes outside and scrub them. Empty them out and scrub them. That's what I'm hoping. Alright, you guys ready for breakfast? For breakfast today, the cats are having homemade raw food with some warmed up homemade chicken broth mixed in and some crunchies on top. Okay, who's eating? Everybody eating? You hungry? Who's hungry? You guys are hungry? How you doing? You hungry? Gonna rub up on my legs? You're so close, Richard. You're so close. Hey, Goldie. Oh, Sammy just rubbed up on me. Hey, Nancy. Nancy is such a petite girl and she has such a deep meow. And Boo's such a thug and he has such a high meow, high little meow. Oh, Nancy rubbed up on me with her tail. Hey, Ringo. Look at you, Ringo. You're getting brave. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, ready? Ready to eat? Here's Ringo again. He's getting brave. Ringo's getting so brave. Oh, there he goes. Up. Up. What's going on? Who's scaring you? Sammy. I still have to take that shelf out of here. Okay, ready? Okay, let's eat. Let's eat. So there are 2 plates of food and that's only 6 cats. We're missing a tortie. Ziggy, where are you, Ziggy? There she is. Come on out and eat over here. Okay. When they're done, I'll come back in the room. I'll put the toys back on the floor. I have not eaten anything yet. It's now 10 to 11, so I need to eat something. Hello, everybody. So it is 4:35 p.m. Hey, Sammy. And I thought I would come in here, see what the kittens are up to, put a light on for them. It's a bit cold in here because the window's open about 1/2 inch. I might shut that. It's not time to eat yet, although I probably could give them their dinner now and then a snack later. So I've been working all afternoon at my desk and just getting a huge pile of paperwork done and digitizing all kinds of documents. So I still have a ton left to do. I'm just taking a little break right now, so it's probably a good time to give them some food. Hey, Richard, you using the scratcher? Or was that Ringo? Was that Ringo? Yeah, that's Ringo. Ringo was using the scratcher because that's Richard. See, when there's not enough light, it's hard to see who's who other than Sammy. Oh, look, there's a cardinal outside. So earlier today, listen, I gotta shut this window. It's really cold. Okay. So earlier today, I was outside and I put some bird seed out for the birds, and I think the cats have enjoyed looking out the window at it. You watching the birds eat their food? And the squirrels too? How you doing, Sammy? How you doing, Sammy? You hungries? You want dinners? So another thing that I realized last night when I was hanging out in this room and I was like, I'm gonna sleep in here for a while. So like after I fell asleep and when I woke up at 2 a.m., what happened was I realized that the light that I've had on in this room is too bright. Because what happens is when your eyes are adjusted to the darkness, then it really gives off quite a bit of light. So what I did was I shut it off, and from now on at night, I'm just gonna shut it off. I'm not gonna put it on low. So I've had it on low. Like normally I'll put it on high. There's a high, medium, and low setting on that light. High giving off the most amount of light, low giving off the least amount of light. So normally, like right now, I just put it on high. So when the sun starts going down, there's still light in here. And then at night, when I go to bed, I've been putting it on low, thinking it'll just be like a night light. But yeah, it's a bit more light than a night light. So from now on, I am going to just turn it off completely. There's a light outside on the house, which will be more like a night light because it'll give off just a little bit of light into the room. And then of course anytime the motion lights go on outside, they would bring more light into the room because I'm not going to be shutting curtains because these cats will just wreck them. Right? Right, Sammy? How are you? How's everybody doing? Hey, Nancy. Who do I have here? Nancy, Eva, and Richard. Are you guys hungry? Do you want some dinner? Nancy loves to play, and she loves to eat. Eva, you tired? You look tired, Eva. Richard, are you tired too? Okay, you guys want some food? I mean, they should be tired. They were pretty much up all night. It's 4:45 p.m. and the cats are going to have some of the wellness pate for kittens. This is the chicken pate with some warm water mixed in and some crunchies on top. You guys ready to eat something? Hey, Ziggy. Who are we missing? I got 6. There's Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Ringo, where you going? Ziggy, Eva. Oh, we're missing Goldie. Goldie, come on over here. Come on. Who's eating? Who's eating? You eating? So many squeaky cats. Ringo, you gonna eat something? What's the matter with your eye, Ringo? Got something in your eye? Okay. Richard, you got something on your nose. Okay, everybody, eat your food. All the cats are out and eating. So, over the past few days, I haven't really been able to spend as much time in this room as I would like to. And over the next few days, I think it's going to be the same. Between now and Thanksgiving, so that's like for the next 4 days, things are just super hectic for me. So I feel bad, but unfortunately that's the way it is. Hopefully once Thanksgiving arrives, then things will calm down a little bit for a little while, and then I'll be able to spend more time with the cats and really start working with them as far as socializing. Also, 2 days before Thanksgiving is when I'm bringing in the stool sample, and the day before Thanksgiving is when I will find out, you know, do they still have worms, or has the worm issue been cleared? One of the things that I wanted to do today was take the litter boxes outside and scrub them down. Unfortunately, the temperature never got below the 30s. Like, it was in the 30s all day. And the water outside in the water bowls was frozen. It had like a layer of ice on it. So I was like, yeah, it's too cold for me to do that. I looked at the weather forecast, and the day before Thanksgiving, it's supposed to be in like the 50s, or at least 50. So I think that would be the day that I take the litter boxes outside and scrub them. Maybe the day before that. You know, the weather forecast can change sometimes, so I'm going to keep an eye on it, but it's looking like I'll probably not do it tomorrow, but like a few days after tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping. It's just so much easier for me to bring those outside and scrub them down outside and use a hose than to bring them down to my laundry room where I have like a utility tub and scrub them out in the utility tub. The other option is scrubbing them out in my bathtub, but I don't know, I just don't like doing that. I'd rather use the utility tub, but because these are all really large litter boxes, it's just a little bit difficult to do that. So it's much better for me to just do it outside when there's a reasonably nice day. Anyway, that's what's going on today. The cats are eating. I'm gonna go get the other cats fed, and then I gotta get back to work. It is 10:10 p.m. and I just scooped all of the litter boxes in this room, and what I need to do now is top them up with some fresh litter. And I was just outside taking some garbage out to the garbage can, and like, I'm seeing frost on so many things. Someone's running around in the hallway. I think it might be Boo. And there's a lot of frost outside. So I came in and I checked the temperature outside. It's 32 degrees. So it is just at freezing tonight, and it's gonna get down probably to around 10 below freezing. So these cats are so lucky. Do you guys know how lucky you are? They'd all be outside freezing cold and maybe in one of the shelters outside, but maybe not because they weren't using the shelters, and instead they're in this nice warm room with so many toys, and they've been having a good time. Even though the room's small, you know, the majority of these cats are small, and they're just having a good time. So they're very, very lucky, and hopefully they won't have to go live back outside. Right, guys? It's 7:30 a.m. Look at what's going on. I guess this is part of their morning routine now. They all watch birds and squirrels from the window. This was a few minutes ago. 6 cats by the window, 1 in the cat tower. Every cat in the room watching birds and squirrels. Check this one out. There's 2 cats in the cat tower on this one. See the 2? It looks like little Eva and Sammy. I could be wrong. So now there's 1 on the top, 1 here on the cat tower, and 5 by the window. So they're all together. This was around 5:23 a.m. Watch the cat jump onto the wall shelf. Look how easy that was for them. And they're just sitting up there on the shelf. And it's not Sammy, because Sammy's here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Richard. Good morning, Sammy. Good morning, Eva. Good morning, Ziggy and Goldie and Nancy. And where's Ringo? Hey, Sammy. So this morning, the cats have been watching birds from the window. Wow, there's a lot of birds outside right now. I did not put any bird seed out yet. There goes Sammy. She's like, what? Oh my gosh, there's a lot of birds outside. What are they doing? There's a lot of birds. Can you see all the birds in the garage? Where are the birds at? So, oh, there's a fat squirrel, and there's some leftover corn from yesterday, because I put out like a critter mix, as well as birdseed. So they're going after the leftovers. When I put fresh seed out, they'll go after the seed. Look at Ziggy. And there's Nancy. And there's Sammy. They really enjoy watching birds. So the room is not too bad this morning. It's a little stinky because I think someone must have just used the litter, but the air purifier has been working well, and also the window is cracked just a little bit, not much at all. And I checked the security camera footage, and by shutting the light off at night, I do see cats sleeping for at least a few hours. From around 1:30 a.m. to around 4:30 a.m. I saw some cats sleeping up here, sleeping on the cat tower, and sleeping on the day sofa. It wasn't a lot of sleep, but at least I did see some of them sleeping. I think they do the majority of their sleeping during the day. So, but at least that's good. And yeah, so I'm gonna clean up the room, get everyone fed. The other thing that I've noticed over the past few days is that they definitely are drinking water. For a while I was worried that maybe they're not drinking water, but they are, because not only have I seen several of them drink water while I've been in the room, so this tank is empty, and last night, instead of filling up the tank, what I did was I just took a pitcher of water and I filled this bottom part up, and I can see that the water level is much lower than it was before I filled it up. But today I have to clean this out, wash everything, refill it. So this tank is lasting them around 3 or 4 days, which is not bad. And then I just refresh the water every day by dumping out whatever's in the bottom and then letting it refill with the water from the tank. It just makes my life easier. Ideally, I would put another bowl of water in here somewhere. It's just, I honestly don't know where I would put it, that it's not going to get full of litter and also not get knocked over. So that's an issue. But thankfully so far this is really large and it does refill, so that's good. And look what we have here, 5 of the cats. Nancy's so funny, she's the one on the left. Here's all the girls. All the girls are watching the birds. Hey Eva, how you doing? These cats are so happy together. Like, how do you take Eva and Ringo, for example, how do you take the two of them and be like, okay, well, you're never going to see your brothers and sisters again for the rest of your life, so say goodbye to them, and that's it. Or how do you take one of them? Like, how would you take Nancy, for example, and adopt her out to someone, and then she's an only cat and she never sees her brothers and sisters ever again? Like, I honestly think these cats would go through a depression. I don't even know if they'd ever get out of the depression. I mean, cats are resilient and they do bounce back, but they also do have some moods and emotions, so we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. We're not at that bridge yet. These cats are nowhere near socialized enough to be adopted out anywhere. Because the other issue is, first of all, there would need to be a very rigorous screening process for anyone to adopt out any of these cats. And of course, then there's the issue if someone adopts a cat and then finds out that, well, they're really fearful, or they might hiss, or they might say, well, they're still feral or whatever. If they then surrender them to like an animal shelter around here, if the animal shelter thinks the animal is too feral, there's a potential that they will put the animal down because of the situation around here where everyone is completely overloaded. And, you know, animal control never called me back. I'm still waiting for animal control to get back to me with regards to spaying and neutering and trapping these 7 cats. So, I mean, right now, it's the middle of November. It's been over 2 months since I've been on their waiting list. How long is it going to be, you know? So the shelters are overloaded. The rescues are overloaded. The vets, there's a vet shortage. And after investing so much money in these cats with regards to the spay and the neuter and the food and the supplies and everything, I just don't trust many of the people that might want to adopt them to do the right thing and to not just be like, well, I can't handle this cat, I'm just gonna bring it to a shelter, or even worse yet, I'm just gonna let it outside and not deal with it. The other option is to always just let the cats outside and let them go back to their outside home. The problem is they're very, very happy inside. Even though they do have shelters outside, they're very happy inside, and it's much easier to take care of them inside than it is outside. And obviously they're not going to stay in this room forever. This is just a temporary situation. But there are always all kinds of variables involved, and we always have to think about all of the different variables. It's 5 p.m. I'm just about to bring some food in for the cats, and Boo's acting weird. He's smelling underneath the door. I don't know if the camera's focusing. What are you doing, Boo? You okay? You okay, Boo? What are you smelling? You smell something? Is someone there? Is someone there, Boo? Who's there? Who's there, Boo? Sounds like someone's using a scratcher. What's going on in there, Boo? You want me to open the door? You want me to open the door so you could see? You want to take a look? I'm holding 2 platters of food right now. Okay, who's hungry? You want to eat? We going to eat something? You going to eat something, Nancy? Okay. We all going to eat some food? You guys want some food? I'm trying to get everyone taken care of a little bit early today. I scooped the litter in this room already. Once again, I just would really like to have some time to relax tonight. I feel like I've just been in work and sleep mode, just working ridiculously long hours the past few days, and tonight is the one night of the week that I do actually like to relax and watch TV for a few hours. So I'm hoping to do that tonight, even if I have to bring in my Chromebook and watch TV in here like I did last week. Okay, you guys hungries? Okay, ready? How you doing, Sammy? You hungry? You hungry? Who's hungry? Who's hungry? Okay. Ready, everybody? So they're getting canned food. It's actually 2 different types of canned food. It's the wellness chicken pate for kittens. And then the other is some turkey pate. It's wholehearted turkey pate. Who are we missing? We're missing one of the torties. I think we're missing Goldie. Come on, Goldie. Come on out. So I was just vacuuming, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes ago. Not in this room, but outside of this room. So maybe she's a little freaked out by the vacuum. So I'll leave. I'll let the cats finish eating. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes. And I want to get the other cats fed. Obviously, Boo wants to eat too. And I'll be back later. What do we got here? Look at this. There's Ziggy. And who's that in the back? Richard. And Goldie. And here's Nancy. And look at that. It's Ringo and Eva.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
It is 8:30 a.m. Good morning, Stella. How are you today? Last night, I made homemade raw food for the cats. I made about 16 pounds of it. So if they eat it once a day, they usually have it for breakfast. It'll last about 2 weeks, a little more than 2 weeks. If they eat it twice a day, it'll go a little bit faster. I've been going through about a pound of the homemade raw food per meal when I'm feeding 11 cats because I don't mix water into it ahead of time. So it's 1 pound frozen, just meat, and then I mix water into it before I serve it. A lot of the recipes online say to mix water into it before you freeze it, but that doesn't make any sense to me. So I mix water into it before I serve it. So even though it's 16 ounces a pound, it actually is a bit more than that. So each cat ends up getting 2 ounces of food. And the kittens have been getting some additional crunchies on top just to boost their calorie intake a little bit. You okay, Stella? Stella got lots of pets this morning. She must be very hungry. The hungrier Stella is, the more pets she wants. She's that kind of cat. She likes to butter me up for good food, right? Look at what's going on here. So I was looking for Boo, and I couldn't find him. And I was like, he must be downstairs. Maybe he's looking out the window watching birds. And I figured Splash and Simba were down there also because I couldn't find them either. Look at what's going on here. Splash is blocking the stairs. Look at Boo. Boo's moving. Splash should know better than to fight with Boo. Like, he really should. Splash never wins. But Boo doesn't want any problems. He doesn't want any problems. Come on, Boo. You're good. You're good, Boo. You're okay, Boo. Stella's right here. Stella! Let's see what's going on in here. Good morning. Move over. What happened in here? What is this mess? What is this mess, Sammy? Hey, Nancy. Hey, Eva. Hey, Richard. So last night I did not get to relax as much as I wanted to because I ended up making homemade raw food for the cats. They were down to just like one day of food left with regards to the raw. So that took me a while, and then when I was putting that in the freezer downstairs, I have the freezer in my laundry room, I realized that I had so much laundry that needed to be ironed. So then it took me like an hour to iron all the laundry, and then I came back upstairs, gave the cats crunchies, gave these cats a snack, and then before I knew it, it was like 10 o'clock, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit down in this room. I put the Chromebook up there, and I was watching TV on the Chromebook, and I was laying on the day sofa. In one hand, I was playing with a wand toy with the cats, and with my other hand, I was doing some work on my iPad. So, yeah, I was totally multitasking, doing 3 things at once last night. And after like an hour of that, like a little bit after 11, I was like, okay, guys, I'm gonna go to bed. So I shut their light off, that little LED light that I've had on at night. I completely shut it off, and I thought maybe they'd get some good sleep, but it looks like that they've been very active in this room. We could see that they took the runner off the shelves. This toy was not there. That toy was like way over here, so they've moved that toy. The cardboard scratcher was not over there. I moved it over there, so they've been moving things around, which is probably the noise that I've been hearing. So what I'm gonna do now is clean the room, scoop the litter, refresh the water. I might vacuum in here today and then get them fed. I just want to get this all out of the way. We'll see how the litter boxes are because I scooped them at 5 p.m. yesterday, a little bit earlier than I normally do. I'm gonna wait until Nancy's done. That's a poop scratch. I still want to go to IKEA and buy a few more of those litter boxes, maybe another 2. Not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. So in about 2 weeks, I will be gone for a full day. I don't know if it's going to be an overnight trip. I know it's definitely going to be a full day trip from like morning until late evening. So that's why I need to make sure that I want to have at least 1 extra litter box in this room. Normally 12 hours is fine for these litter boxes, but I just want to have at least 1, if not 2 extras. I think if I get 2 extra litter boxes, then a 24-hour trip would be okay. I just need to figure out the food situation. I do have one of those, you know, like gravity feeders. I have a feeder that's very similar to this water dispenser. I bought it at the same time in case I needed it, and it holds a lot of dry food. And the bowl area is pretty big, so I think that would be okay for these cats. Hopefully they wouldn't gorge on it. I might try them with that feeder in advance to see how they do with it for like a day, so it is an option. For breakfast today, the cats are having homemade raw food with the last of the homemade chicken broth mixed in. And they're having a few crunchies on top. If they eat all this, I still have a little bit of raw food left over from the food that I made last night. And it's quite cool in this room right now. The window is open, I don't know, maybe 4 inches. And when I was cleaning out the room, I had it open much wider than that. And it's really cold out right now. It's probably like 30 degrees. So I'm gonna go feed the other cats, and I'm gonna come in here, clean up the plates, and shut that window a little bit. I also sprayed the room with some pet remedy spray. I put like a few sprays on the day sofa, near the window, and on the rug, and I don't know, I might have overdid it. I'm smelling a lot of pet remedy even with the window open. It's 9:45 a.m. and that's some of the dry food that I put outside yesterday. That's the Stella and Chewy's dry food that none of the inside cats like. They won't eat it. And that's all the inside cats. That's the kittens as well as the other cats. And no one will eat this food. So I put it outside. I figure, you know, between the skunks, possums, raccoons, and, you know, random feral cats that come through the yard, someone would eat it. And look, maybe half of it was eaten, but there's still a lot left, which goes to show you a lot because usually the raccoons finish everything. Here's the bowl of water that I have on the side of the house, and I don't know if you could see it, but it's frozen. There's a layer of ice on top. I'm debating as to whether I should hook up one of the heated water bowls. I really can't hook it up on this side of the house. I'd have to run an extension cord from the other side of the house. Yeah, I gotta figure that one out. It's about 2 p.m. I just opened the door to show Simba the cats, and there's no cats. Sammy just came out from under the day sofa. How you doing, Sammy? You got some eye boogers. What do we got here? Look at this. There's Ziggy. And who's that in the back? Richard. And Goldie. And here's Nancy. And look at that, it's Ringo and Eva. So there's Ringo, there's little Eva, there's Ziggy, Richard, Goldie, and Nancy. Everybody's sleeping. And Sammy is their representative. Sammy is the representative who comes out. So she's been talking to me, and I couldn't figure out why, and then I just realized what it was. There's no birdseed outside. She's trying to tell me to put more birdseed outside because all the animals outside ate it. So I'll go put some more out. Boo's fur is getting so long. Boo, put your butt down. I want to show everyone your fur. Your fur's getting so long. Boo, his fur gets like longer in the winter. Can you see? Can you see how it's like, I could run my fingers through it because it's getting longer. Boo, your fur's getting so long. Thick and long. See how thick and long his fur is getting? Hello, everybody. Hey, Nancy, you want some pets? Nancy got pets before, right, Nancy? And Richard got pets before. So what happened was I was working today on my computer. I work from home. And around 12:30, after putting in a few solid hours of working, I decided, you know, I could use some sunshine, and the sun was shining. So I came in the room, and the day sofa was like bathed in sunlight, and no one was on it. So I was like, I'm just gonna lay on the day sofa for a few minutes. And that's what I did. And Richard was rubbing up against my feet because I had my feet hanging over the edge. He was like rubbing up against my feet. And Nancy was getting pets. She got a lot of pets. And Sammy got a lot of pets. And pretty much everyone else was sleeping. Hey, Richard. The cats definitely feel like they're putting on their winter coat also. One of the things I did this afternoon was I went to IKEA and I bought 3 more of those litter boxes that fit in these shelves. So I could put 3 more litter boxes in these shelves so the entire bottom row can be litter boxes if I need to go away for like a full day or even a 24-hour trip. That should take care of the cats for 24 hours because right now I have 3 litter boxes which easily last 12 hours. So I figure if I put another 3 in here, that would cover 24 hours, and that should not be a problem. And I'd put the air purifier on high, and everything should be fine. Right, guys? I also went to Lowe's and I got 2 new blinds because I want to swap out the blinds in this room. The blinds in this room are old, and you see all those cords up there. So yeah, what happens is probably once a day or every other day I have to roll them up and push them up there, but the cats still manage to get them down. I don't know who does it, but somebody's been jumping up there and getting them down, because when I check, the cords are usually all unraveled. So today I bought 2 new sets of blinds. Both are cordless, so they're much better, and that'll be a nice change in here. Grandpa Frehley's going to be coming over on Thanksgiving, and he offered to put those blinds up. So he likes having little projects like that. Right, Sammy? Right, Sammy? Sammy's fur is getting long too. Your fur is getting long like Boo, like your Uncle Boo. Your fur's getting long like Uncle Boo's. Right? Right there, Sammy? So today was the day that the video of Sammy being trapped was posted. Right, Sammy? Sammy says that was such a long time ago. She's like, she's practically forgotten all about that already. But that's how far behind these videos are. She's come such a long way from that first day when she was in the trap and she wasn't happy. Right, Sammy? But now everybody knows that you were the first one, right? They all know that you were the first one in the room. Right, Sammy? Right, Sammy? Everybody knows you were the first one in the room, Sammy. How's that feel? Good? She says she don't care, she's hungry. It is 6:35 p.m. and the cats are having some canned food. So they're having the wellness kitten food. It is the whitefish and tuna pate on the bottom. And then they're having some of the Nature's Promise chicken shreds on top. And then they're having some dry food. I've been putting some dry food in the middle because they tend to eat around the edges. And they'll eat the wet food first. And then I sprinkle some dry food on the wet food also. You guys hungry? You ready to eat? Who's ready to eat? I'm missing Torties. There's Ziggy back there. Where's Goldie? Come on, Goldie. Okay. Hey, Ringo. Hello, Eva. Hello, Eva. Hey, guys. There's Ziggy. Okay, you gonna eat something? Hey, Ringo. Look at this. Look at Ringo. Ringo's getting brave. You're a brave boy, Ringo. Okay. All right. Ready to eat something? Okay, ready? Ready, you gonna eat? All right, so both of the platters are down. 4 cats on that one, 3 cats on this one. I'm gonna leave the room because I'm hungry. I would like to eat, and I have to get back to work. I have a lot more work I have to get done tonight, so it might be another night where I'm just gonna be working pretty much all night until I go to sleep. So I just put some fresh batteries in this cat's meow toy, and I've got it to work. It works better on a floor right now than it does on a rug. Maybe it takes less power to run on a floor versus a rug. So I just put it down here for the cats. At first they were afraid of it, but hopefully they'll remember what it is and go back to playing with it. I mean, there's 3 of them now, so we'll see what happens. Ziggy was giving me high fives before. See? See how she does that? Give me a high five. Yep, high five.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Hydrox, Ditto, and Boo. The Lucky Ferals.
Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today, guys? So they've been making a lot of noise in this room. So much noise that Boo's too nervous to eat his breakfast. So Boo's eating breakfast in the living room. Let's see. So the kittens were pretty quiet overnight. I really didn't notice any noise coming out of this room until, I don't know, maybe like 6:30 this morning. Hey Richard, you give me pets? Would you smell the other cats? I was petting the other cats. You smell the other cats? So what I've noticed is the kittens like to watch the sunrise from this window, because I was looking at the security camera footage, and every day when the sun rises, they all line up here on the shelf, and one of them in the tower. So there'll be 6 on the shelf, 1 in the tower, and they'll just all sit there and they'll watch the sunrise. And then a short while after the sun rises, they go back to playing or doing whatever they were doing. So they'll be like playing at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and then when the sun rises, they all line up to watch it, and then they go back to their activities. I am going to clean up the room, scoop the litter. Today is the day I get to take Poop to the vet. So I've decided I'm going to take some poop out of that litter box. That's the newest litter box. If I can get any poop out of there, hopefully there will be poop in there. And tomorrow is supposed to be about 51 degrees. Tomorrow is supposed to be the warmest day of the week. It's also supposed to be sunny. So tomorrow I want to take all the litter boxes outside, scrub them down, and refill them. So I might have to go buy some more litter today to make sure I have enough litter to refill them. And other than that, things are proceeding. They're going well. I got a lot done yesterday, which I'm really happy about. I'm trying to get a lot done today also, so that tomorrow I could just get Thanksgiving things done, because the day after that is Thanksgiving, and I am having Thanksgiving here. So I would like to get a lot done before that, right guys? They're going in their little cubby holes over there. There's Ringo. So once I start moving around and cleaning up, they all hide under the day sofa, usually except for Sammy. So if he's going to use the litter box now, I'm going to wait. No, he's not going to use the litter box. So my plan for today is to get this room taken care of, and then I want to get the poop to the vet. And then after I leave the vet's office, I do want to run a few errands like I used to. When I was on the vet schedule, I would go to the vet, drop a cat off at the vet, and then spend the next few hours getting errands done. So that's what I want to do today. It's nice that I don't have to be at the vet's office by 8 a.m. So it gives me a little more flexibility. Also, if I go to the vet's office, let's say for 9 or 10 a.m., a lot more stores in that area will be open already. Sometimes when I would go to the vet at 8, I'd get out of the vet at like 8:10, and a lot of stores in that area don't open till like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I would have to do errands closer to home or just where things were open. So Ringo is in the litter box right now. As soon as he's done, then I'll start cleaning up the room. I just put the runner back on the shelf, but somebody doesn't want to move. She's too busy watching birds. I open the window in the morning while I clean out the room, let some cold, fresh air in. Look at this. Now there's 2 of them. I did not put any bird seed out today, so there's only some leftover seed and dried corn from yesterday. I just finished scooping the litter, and look who we have here. It's Richard, Ziggy, and Sammy. And there's Nancy. She's going to join them. Yeah. 4 of the cats. watching birds. Look at what's going on here. I see a paw. That looks like Ringo's paw. Ringo, is that your paw? Ringo, move your paw. Ringo, move your paw. Let me know it's you. Ringo, wave at me. Hey, Sammy. I see a paw. Let's see if I could touch the paw. Nope. Whose paw was that? Hey, pretty Ringo. Hey, pretty Ringo. Hey, Sammy. Kiss, kiss. Who's that, Eva? How you doing, Ringo? Who's with you under there? Who's little Eva? Here's Ringo. There's little Eva. Hello, little Eva. And there's Goldie. Hello, Goldie. You feel okay, Goldie? It is 9:05 a.m. The cats are getting homemade raw food with some crunchies on top, which is just dried cat food. They're getting the Wellness Core dry cat food. They seem to really like that. Hey guys. Okay, ready to eat? Who's eating? Okay, ready? Everybody ready? There they go, eating their food. So the other cats have already eaten. All the litter boxes in the house have been scooped out. Now all the cats have been fed. And I could just get myself ready to take the poop up to the vet and hopefully run a few errands and get home. I'm hoping within 2 hours, maybe by 11, 12 p.m. the latest. But because it's only a few days before Thanksgiving, there might be a lot of traffic, so I hope not. Hello everybody, it is 6:15 p.m. Look who's in the cat tower. That's Ringo. Hey Ringo! How you doing? There's little Eva. Sammy's rubbing up on me. There's Ziggy. There's Nancy. Hey Nancy. So I came into the room so I could scoop out the litter and get everything ready for dinner. So today, one of the things I did was I went and I bought 5 more bags of litter. So if I get to scrub out all the litter boxes tomorrow, I should have plenty of litter to put in all of the litter boxes. We've been going through so much litter. In this room alone, I'm probably going through 3 bags of litter a week. And those are like 20-pound bags of litter. What is Sammy doing? What are you doing, Sammy? What you doing? You scratching on the window? So, yeah, I didn't take the litter out of my car yet because I figure if I'm gonna be scrubbing out the litter boxes outside, I could just take the litter out of my car and fill up the litter boxes when they're outside, instead of bringing it inside, putting it downstairs where I store the cat supplies, and then bringing it back up. So hopefully I'll get that done tomorrow. Today is going to be another late night because I was out for a few hours today after the vet's office. So I definitely have to catch up with like work today. So I'm kind of just watching what they're doing right now. They're so funny. Oh, it sounds like someone's outside. I think they get excited like before they're gonna eat. Uh-oh, Sammy. You could share it, guys. You could share it. Be careful. Be careful. You could share. See what an alpha? Sammy's like the smallest cat in the room, and Ringo's the largest cat in the room, and she just made him get out of the top of the cat tower. But I think Ringo might be one of the nicest cats in the room also. Like, he's very nice. Sammy, what's the matter with you? Sammy, what you doing? What you doing? You acting crazy? You hungry? One of the things I did today was pick up a rotisserie chicken for the cats. So tomorrow is Ziggy's 1 month anniversary inside. She's the last cat that came inside. So that means all of the cats have now spent a month or more in the house. So we're going to have a rotisserie chicken to celebrate. Tomorrow's also the day before Thanksgiving, and I did not want to go out to any of the stores tomorrow because they are going to be a zoo. So that's why I tried to get everything done today that I needed to get done. And I think the cats are going to enjoy some rotisserie chicken on their dinner. I'm just going to sprinkle some crunchies on top of these platters, and then I'm going to feed it to them. I just gave everyone their food. They should enjoy it because there's chicken on it. Ziggy just took a piece of chicken over here. She keeps taking chickens off the platter. Someone's growling. They only growl when they get rotisserie chicken or boiled chicken or roasted chicken. Who's growling? Is that Richard? They're picking all the chicken out. Happy anniversary, everybody. Happy anniversary, Ziggy. 1 month tomorrow. So I thought we would have made more progress over the past month than we did, but it is what it is, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully the vet will not call. They told me if they don't call, then the stool test was fine and there's no parasites. So I'm hoping that is the situation, because if that is the situation, then what that means is after Thanksgiving I can start putting the gates in the door and just, you know, seeing what happens. How are the cats going to react to each other? You know, Boo, Stella, Splash, and Simba. How are they going to react to all these cats in this room, and vice versa? And then we could take it from there and see what happens. Obviously, I do expect growling and hissing. That's normal. We'll just see how that goes. All right, so now I'm going to leave the room and try to eat something myself. The other cats have been fed, and these cats have been fed, so time for me to eat. It's 9:15 a.m. Good morning, everybody. So the other cats are eating their breakfast downstairs. They're having homemade raw food. And I'm coming into the room to clean it up. Once they clean it up, then everyone's gonna have their breakfast, and then I'm gonna get along with my day. Hey, Sammy. So it was a good night last night. Things were pretty quiet until this morning. Look at Nancy and Ringo. All the girls love Ringo. Hey, Nancy. Hello, Ringo. There's Ziggy. Ringo and Ziggy are like besties. And there's Goldie. And Goldie and Ziggy are like besties also. See? There's the two besties. And Ringo is also besties with Eva. There's a lot of interconnected besties in this group. So I don't know how they would ever be split up. See, look. There's Goldie grooming Ziggy because they're besties. Sammy's talking to me. She's like, "Where's breakfast?" She's rubbing up on my legs. So today, I am very much hoping I do not receive a phone call from the vet, because no news is good news, meaning if I don't get any news from the vet, that means there are no parasites. Right, guys? But I do have to get on with my day because there's not much daylight anymore. The days are short, and if I want to scrub out these litter boxes this afternoon, I have to do it fairly early because I have a work appointment around 2 p.m. So it usually takes me probably around 45 minutes to scrub out all the litter boxes, but that does not include these three in the room. So I'm anticipating it's going to take me, I don't know, easily over an hour 15, an hour and a half by the time I scrub them off, dry them out, refill them with litter, also vacuum and clean like around where they are and under them and behind them and all that stuff. So I'm gonna have to start that earlier. So I'm gonna have to get on with my day. There's Ringo. They love the scratcher. Hey, Nancy. So here's the routine. I straighten up the runner on the shelf and then I open the window. And Sammy's always the first one to get some fresh air and look out the window, followed by Nancy. The next thing I do is wipe off the shelves and the desk and then sweep the floor. Look what's going on now. It's Ziggy, Nancy, and Richard. I'm halfway through scooping the litter boxes. Hey guys. It's really cold out. It is 9:40 a.m. and it's time for breakfast. Hey guys, look at Ringo. Is that Ringo? Hey Ringo. Hello Ringo. Hey Ziggy. I honestly think they become friendlier toward me whenever I give them like chicken. So yesterday they had rotisserie chicken, and like last night I was thinking, oh, they're a little bit friendlier to me. Even now, look at Ringo. He's like up front and center. Did Nancy just rub up against my leg? She stepped on my toe. Okay, who wants some food? Who wants to eat? So for breakfast today, the cats are having homemade raw food with warm water mixed in. Only because I'm out of chicken broth, I have to make some more. And some crunchies on top. So I'm cutting back on the amount of crunchies that they're getting. I'm not putting any extra canned food on here. So the cats are filling out nicely. They have definitely been putting on some weight. And it looks like, I don't know, maybe some of them are fully grown. I don't know. But it could also be their winter coat because the cats are all putting on their winter coats right now. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting back on the amount of food that they get at each meal. And we're going to see how that goes. They're still eating really, really well. And based on the amount of food on these platters, there's plenty of calories here for them. Especially because they have been getting like a third snack at night. They're not just getting 2 meals a day. They're getting that third snack. Hey, be nice, Sammy. Sammy? Be nice, Sammy. So, okay. Come on, Ringo, come on out. It is 1 p.m. and I am going to try to get these litter boxes taken care of. I haven't been outside yet. I've been trying to edit a video today. I'm trying to edit the video where Sammy escapes from the trap. And it's a really, really long video. And yeah, it's taking me much longer than I thought because my hard drive was full and I'm trying to like move files around to make room on my hard drives. And I don't even know if I'm going to have it done today. Probably not because I have to prepare things for Thanksgiving. So there's probably going to be 2 days where I don't post a video. Anyway, I'm going to start taking one of the litter boxes outside and working on it, and hopefully it's not too cold out. I should also mention that I did not get a call from the vet, so I am really happy about that. Sammy's rubbing up against me, and I might call them this afternoon just to confirm that the test came back negative, but right now I'm happy. Sammy's happy too. She's rubbing up on my shoes. It took me about 45 minutes to get these 3 litter boxes done. I took them outside, emptied them out, scrubbed them down, dried them off, and then I came inside and I disinfected like behind them, on the floor, underneath them. I took the green mat outside and I shook that out, cleaned it out the best that I could, and refilled them with litter outside, just brought them back in. So these 3 are done. Now I have the other 3 to do for the other cats, and there's Sammy. She really enjoys watching to see what's going on, and of course this is probably one of her favorite toys. It's quite warm in this room. I have to remember to water all the plants today. It's 1:55 p.m. and when I left this room, I decided to call the vet's office to confirm the results of the parasite test, the stool test, and it came back negative. So really, really happy about that. So now we could proceed with putting gates in the door, and that is all good. And I just realized that there's still one thing in this room that I need to clean, and that's the windows. So I'm gonna clean the windows now. For dinner today, the cats are having some of the Wellness canned turkey pate, and then they have some cooked turkey crumbled on top. I had some ground turkey in my freezer, and I took it out yesterday and I cooked it today. So all the cats are going to have some sprinkled on their meal as a Thanksgiving treat, even though it's not Thanksgiving yet. But they're getting some turkey today. And then tomorrow, if there's leftovers from the turkey, they can have some leftover roasted turkey also. And the kittens are making a lot of noise up there. It is 5:22 p.m. and the kittens are eating pretty much the same thing the other cats ate. So they're having the Wellness turkey pate with some cooked turkey crumbled on top, and they're also having some crunchies. The other cats really didn't have crunchies with theirs. So you guys ready for some food? So with the other cats, for their meals, they get about 2 ounces of canned food each. And so I used a 12.5 ounce can of Wellness and whatever was left from the other can, which was probably another 4 or 5 ounces. So they're all getting 2 ounces of food here, maybe a little bit more, along with crunchies and the cooked turkey on top. You guys ready? You hungries? Where's Ringo? Ringo! Ringo, come on out and eat. Where you at, Ringo? Where you at, Ringo? Hey, Ziggy. Hey, Sammy. Hey, Eva. Hey, Richard. There's Ringo. Come on, Ringo. You gonna come out and eat? You gonna come and eat something, Ringo? Come on and eat, Ringo. Happy Thanksgiving, Ziggy. Ziggy was giving me high fives before. See? See how she does that? Give me a high five. Yep, high five. Give me another high five. It's okay, Goldie. Okay, I'll leave and then she'll come down and eat and Ringo will come out. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.